Hi Year 11, Mr. Thomas here. Thank you for joining me for today's lesson. Today's lesson is all about hormonal control, but just like every lesson we've got some starter questions here, so give yourself 7 minutes and give these a go. Okay, so today you guys are going to define what a hormone is, and we're going to take a kind of a broad look at lots of different hormones in the endocrine system. So, just as a recap, homeostasis is this internal regulation of internal body conditions to maintain optimal condition for functioning. All of that kind of summarized is keeping conditions in the body the same so that we work well. Now, we've spent the last 3 lessons going over the nervous system, which is made up of neurons and impulses in the central nervous system and our brain. And that is doing lots of really quick responses. It's how we have our vision, our reflexes, it's how our hearing works, it's how we regulate our core body temperature, and lots of other things. Now, another side of that is the endocrine system. So lots of the hormones in the endocrine system are going to help us with homeostasis. Not all of them, but certainly a lot of them. So the endocrine system is made up of kind of 2 parts. You've got the messages, as opposed to being sent by impulses, this time are sent by hormones. So these are chemicals that travel around the body in the blood, through the bloodstream. And hormones are made by glands. So we've got these 2 kind of sections, 2 really key components to the endocrine system. We've got glands which release hormones, glands that make hormones and release them into the blood, and that's how they travel around the body. So it's kind of key to have a clear definition of what a hormone is. So a hormone is a chemical produced in one area of the body that can have an effect on the functioning of another area of the body. So it's a chemical produced in a gland in one place that has an effect on another part of the body. It can be multiple places, or it can be just one. So here's a quick list of some of them and kind of the different things they do. You'll see that this gland here, the pituitary gland, has a massive list of things that it does. Sometimes the pituitary gland is called the master gland. Because it is the gland that controls other glands. So yeah, sometimes that's called the master gland. Anyway, I'm going to get you guys, for your main task for today's lesson, you'll see on Padlet a document, a PowerPoint with a whole bunch of information on it. What I want you to do is get a copy of this table in your book, nice and big, so you've got lots of space. Remembering that some of these hormones will have lots and lots of different functions. And what I want you to do is essentially just fill this in with the gland in which these hormones are produced, what they are aiming to affect, what their target is, and then what their function in the body is. I think this will take you somewhere between 20 minutes and half an hour to do properly. So go and find that other document. You can also use the internet to help you research, but all the information you need is on that PowerPoint, really. So pause the screen now and complete that task. And the last thing to do for today's lesson is complete these 9 questions for the plenary. So pause the screen now, complete these tasks, complete these questions. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.